So I want to keep putting these at the beginning of my video so you get the heads up. I do curse in this video, so if you don't want to hear me curse, don't watch. Thank you for watching either way. Later. Hi, my name is Alicia, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. So I got my little black hoodie. It's getting a little cold out here. Well, for me, I'm sort of a warm, hot person, so how are you? So today we are going to talk about choose your hard. Inspired by B.B. Brown and B. Mark Fit. I understand growing an online business can be hard. You know it's harder working for someone else, making $15 an effing hour. He said the other word, by the way. Having someone else tell you how much money you're worth. You have to ask for vacations. You have to ask for time off. That's effing harder. Choose your hard. When you are reluctant to change, think of the beauty of autumn. B.B. Brown. Or any season for that matter. Each season brings different colors to life. So has change. Russell Vasquez. So I choose my heart every day. I choose my heart when I work out, when I'm not feeling great or I have pain everywhere due to chronic illnesses. I choose my heart when I chose to cut out my religion that I thought was going to be with me for the rest of my life. I chose my heart when I realized the school that I wanted to go to my whole life ended up being a mistake. And don't get me wrong, like I love my friends and I have good memories there, but I sort of realized like a little bit into it, I'm like, I think this is a mistake. And I sort of regret meeting some of these people, and that might be a mean thing to say, but it's like, you know how you wanted something your whole life and then you get there, it's not what you thought it was? It's like your expectations got violated and you're like, well, instead of talking about woe is me or playing victim, I'm just gonna do things to change it. So what I did was, like I said, I cut my religion and I cut the school. I ended up cutting some people out and cutting some friends because we just wasn't on the same page. And you know that one quote that says, if you keep hanging around people that's not for you, you're gonna postpone the people that are for you, that is for you. And the same thing with like things that you attract in your life. If you keep having things that aren't for you that's in your life, the longer you keep those things in, the longer you postpone the things that are coming to you. So I had to make a lot of hard decisions in my life, and I choose my heart every single day. And I have a few more quotes. One day you will tell your story of how you overcome what you're going through now, and it will become part of someone else's survival guide. You may be the only person left who believes in you, but it is enough. It takes just one star to pierce the universe of darkness. So I will be right back. I have a little bit more I want to say. Hello, let's continue. Here's some more quotes. Lying to yourself might bring you comfort in a moment, but the truth will set you free. At some point, you have to be real with yourself about the gap between the life you want to live and the life that your daily habits are leading you towards. I'm going to go ahead and edit the person who said those quotes. I can't think of his name right now for the life of me. But I've always been told by some friends and some family members that you're hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm very hard on myself. It's the thing that's helped me get through very hard fitness regimens. It's the hardness that helps me get through the hard times. And it's also the thing that's really helps me, like when people try to do stuff to me and they're trying to get a reaction out of me and I know what they're trying to do. I know exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to see me sad or see me down. I know what they're doing, so I prepare and came out on top because of it. So anyways, I choose my heart when I choose to build an online business or create a startup instead of working a 9-to-5er. I got to be really honest, like growing up in school, like they always taught us to exchange our time for money. And I had to really learn a whole new set of skills and rewire my brain, because I cannot go into a business the same way I go into a job. Like, I can't go to a business with the skills that I had from my job, right? Just because I work 100 hours at my business. Ooh, that was weird. Anyways, just because I work 100 hours in my business doesn't mean I'll earn money. If I don't provide value or use the right strategies, I'm going to be at zero. Whereas if I work a job, I'm exchanging my time for money, so I'm getting paid by the hour. And so I choose my heart by building businesses that sometimes might mess up. I choose my heart by ignoring my peers and my family members, because I'm just going to be honest, a lot of people around me are 9-to-5 people, and due to some cutthroat experiences, I'm done. Like, they say never, and if it were like the right opportunity, like for instance, when I'm into acting, yes, I'm physically on set. That's technically me being physically at a location. Sure, in some circumstances, I will exchange my time for money if it's the right opportunities. But for the most part, I don't touch a 9-to-5 job with a 500-foot pole, and I haven't touched one in years, and I don't plan on touching one. I mean, the rat race is real, and the cutthroat and the backstabbing and the politics and the racism. I said, screw that. So I choose my heart when I choose to create a startup or create an online business, instead of working a 9-to-5 and just giving in to what my peers and my family members and my mom's friends are saying. But you'll be so good at this. Nope, that's all right. I don't want to be bothered. I also choose my heart when I choose to ignore the DMs of some of the guys. I get it all the time, and I have to be honest with you, I'm not into it. There's another quote by Justin LeBoy: people be sexually attracted to you, but not interested in building a future with you. Big difference. I actually added the building part, so let me repeat that one more time. People be sexually attracted to you, not interested in a future with you. Big difference. I agree. And then there's another one by Third Eye Thoughts. Let's see. Someone being attracted to me is regular. Someone seeing and understanding me is rare. Agreed. So to continue, I'm really a down-to-earth kind of girl, and I don't like it when guys send me 30 messages in a row on any social media platform. And I've never been the type of girl that likes attention like that. Like, my friends will tell you from school, you know, I'm very low-key. I like people and guys who could be themselves, not try to pick me up like I'm candy from the candy store. So those two quotes definitely resonate. And if you don't know how to be yourself, then I don't want to know you. Like, stop the thirst, stop the desperate, because I don't like it. I also choose my heart when I choose to create a bunch of content before a hospital stay, but my nurses are like, you could take a break. No, I have a goal in my mind of what I want to achieve, and I'm going to create this content, put it on my YouTube channels, and go from there. And the people I follow, like B Mark Fit and some of the other people, they ain't fucking around. They ain't playing. They will take your excuses and rip them up, because he said this other quote like, I don't care about your kids, I don't care that you worked a job, and I don't care if you're tired. You need to figure out how to be unconditional. So you need to learn how to do work no matter what, and you need to learn how to do things despite how you feel. And so I've really adopted that. There's times where my body is shot. Like, I keep telling you all in multiple videos, like, my chronic illnesses are progressing, and there's times where I don't feel good and I hurt everywhere. So I sort of made up a plan, and I will talk about this in future videos. I will create a dozen videos and schedule them all out on multiple channels, and I'll talk about, you know, my schedule and my content creator schedule that I have and stuff like that later. But I'm not making excuses. Like, I know I'm going to be hurting a lot, so I need to plan and be prepared accordingly, right? So that's what I try to do. Prepare ahead, schedule, and keep it moving. I also choose my heart because I'm painfully self-aware. When I make mistakes, I own them. But then when I'm standing up for something, I'm equally just as hard. And I won't back down, and I'm not making apologies. I choose my heart there too. And let me see, where else do I choose my heart? Let me think. Okay, so I thought of the others because I didn't write anything for this. I just been speaking off the top of my head. I choose my heart when I don't sleep through alarm. So the first time the alarm goes off, I make myself get up. And this is another one. I choose my heart because I stopped listening to well-intentioned advice growing up. I was given all this advice, you know, do this, do this, do this. Go to school, get good grades. Go to college, exchange your time for money. Man, listening to all that bullshit, I ended up in a very unhappy spot. And some people say, you know, Leisha, you can't be mad at people because they're teaching you what they know and they can't teach you what they don't know, which is true. But now there's a lot of emphasis on, you know, marriage and kids. And as a single for life girlfriend in the crew, I just think at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we're just gonna go with it. At the end of the day, we just need to accept each other for who we are and not try to push each other's lifestyles on each other. I've been telling a lot of my people, listen, I'm a good friend, I'm a good auntie, and I'm a good friend. Let me take this back. Start over. I'm a good friend, I'm a good auntie, and I'm a good supporter, and I like to do things for people without expectation. I like to give without expectation. But marriage is not for me. And I listened to all this shit growing up about how this was going to make my life better, that was going to make my life better. Boy, I mean, while all of it wasn't like horrible and disastrous, I just sort of realized like all that well-intentioned advice put me in a very bad place and bad spot. And at 25, I had to end up like relearning new things, learning a whole new way of thinking. And so now that people are trying to push me into doing marriage and this, and I'm like, not for me. I will do what works best for me, not for what others want me to do. So in other words, I'm not going to live for other people. I'm going to live for myself, and I'm going to do what I want, not what this world wants for me, because there's a lot of pressure to be like everybody else. And when my mom's friends from my old religion is like, but marriage was happy for us. That might have worked for you, and it might work for you, but your lifestyle might not be for other people. And so I've had to really get good at tuning people out, because man, I just recently made a post. When my friends passed away, I fell off, but I also fell off when I listened to other people. And see, I'm one of those ones that's painfully self-aware, and I basically had to just surround myself with people that's been where I'm going, and surround myself with people on my same wavelength and page, because the people I went to school with, while I love y'all and you know it was good to go out to bars with them, they were not exactly good for like building business goals or building, you know, multiple income stream type goals and stuff like that. I had to really distance myself from a lot of people that I once knew, because we're just on different pages. And in the perfect world, no matter what path you're on, we should all be supportive of each other and loving of each other. But that's not always the case. A lot of times when you are different, or when you choose a different path, or when you're not in the box that everybody wants to put you in, or a lot of people want to put you in, people will start to attack you, and a lot of people will not understand you. So yeah, I choose my heart by distancing myself from the crowd and making it a point not to be like everybody else, and expecting people to attack you because they don't understand you, or people acting jealous of you when you get a little success, people trying to turn people on you. Like, to me, this is all a part of the process. And so speaking of that, I actually remember now who said this quote. You know, lying to yourself might bring comfort in a moment, but the truth will set you free. Mitchell C. Clarke. At some point, you have to be real with yourself about the gap between the life you want to live in a life that your daily habits are leading you towards. Mitchell C. Clarke. And so when I was 25, I said, you know what? All the stuff that I was taught when I was younger is not making me happy. And so I made a bunch of changes. I'm definitely not the same person I once was, and I'm not gonna lie, like, my old friends probably will not recognize me. There's a couple of my old buddies that are sticking with me. Love y'all. But a lot of them have left my life, and so I choose my heart when I watch the people that I want to take with me for the rest of my life and then some walk out of my life because I'm too hard to understand, or I'm too eccentric to them, or I'm too different for them, and I'm having too many goals and too many ideas, and I want to do too many things, or they just don't understand me. Because believe it or not, this is probably the hardest thing I had to keep choosing my heart for. You know, this is my really hard choosing my heart, that everybody is not meant to be in your life your whole life. Some people are only meant to be here for a season, and everybody that you want is not meant to go where you're going. Sometimes you have to drop people off, and sometimes you have to pick brand new people up. And there's some people that I really want to be with me for life, but it didn't happen. They were gone quicker than I can say boo. And it's sad, but it is what it is. Go on your journey. So anyways, I think I'm going to yeah, because Tyler Perry said this one quote: everybody is not meant to go where you're going. Like, wait, my time is cool. Okay, anyways, so Tyler Perry said this quote is, I forget, I said it in one of my quotes a long time ago. He said this quote saying, like, everybody is not going where you're going. Hey, so I went ahead and looked up a version of Tyler Perry's quote real quick because I kept messing it up through the previous take. So let me just read this real quick. Leave them behind. They can't go where you're going. Some people aren't meant to go to the places you're going, and you can't take them with you. You're meant to go to a high altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. Some of them, they may not be bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.